to do it 5-speed. Reverse. Okay, so first of all, primermagazine.com explains all the steps on here. So if you still don't get it, just go to that website and it'll teach you. Alright, so if you want to start your car, you press in your clutch, have your brakes, obviously, and turn the key, and it should turn on. And first step is to have your brake on, release your emergency handheld brake, and press in your clutch and go to first gear, and then slowly release the clutch and accelerate on the gas at the same time, like a seesaw. Then, if you want to go to second gear, press in your clutch and do the seesaw. Okay? Also, Instructables.com mentions how to do a hill start. If you're at like a red light and you're on a hill, what you do is you have your brake on, your handbrake on, put in your clutch, put it in gear, start doing the seesaw, and then undo the emergency, and you'll go smoothly. Okay? And in the 5 gears of going, start from 1, go to 2, go to 3, 4, and 5, all in the same step. Pressing in your clutch and accelerating in your gas and letting go of the clutch. Jalopnik.com stresses about parking because a manual car does not have like a parking gear. So what you do is you pull up your emergency brake, and a lot of people like to have like a second emergency brake just in case. And what you do is you just put it in gear. That way, if it starts rolling, it'll stop because it's in gear, and it'll stall out the car because you didn't accelerate. And stalling just means, I mean, a lot of people say they killed it or whatever. It just means that you didn't do it correctly and the car stopped. Like it turned it off, shut down. Artofmanliness.com expresses why you should learn how to drive a manual. For one, you'll never know when you'll need to learn how to drive one. Like in my situation, my old car broke down on me, so I had to get a new car, and manual is all I could afford, which is number 2. It's cheaper than an automatic. Number 3 is it generally gets better gas mileage. Like my car gets at least 30 miles a gallon, and so it fills up with like 20 bucks. And for a manual, if like your battery dies or something, you can still start it by a push start, which means you have somebody pushing your car and you put it in gear and it'll turn on. And number 5, a lot of like crazy cool cars are only manual. So if you get like a cool car, you'll have to learn how to drive it. And number 6 is it's actually really fun, but not on road trips. It's pretty boring on road trips, I think, because I did a road trip to Maryland and it was 14 hours and I was so bored, but I was driving by myself, so. Let's see. Some of the terms that people use in driving a manual is stalling, which is the car shutting down. There's neutral, which is in the middle, and it's basically where you're not in gear at all, and that's where you really save up your gas mileage. And when you're in neutral, you coast. That's what it's called, because you're just gliding along the road.